Lauren Boebert's ex-husband, Jayson Boebert, was arrested on 6 charges on Tuesday, 3 of which, according to police officers in the town of Silt, Colorado, are in fact related to the incident that happened on Saturday. Jayson was charged with prohibited use of weapons, third-degree assault, and obstructing a peace officer. Now, as we all know, over the weekend, Lauren Boebert and her husband Jayson Bobert were at a restaurant. Jayson called the police to say that he had been the victim of assault at the hands of Lauren Boebert herself. Boebert, as I discussed earlier in the week, denied these claims, said that he was getting a bit aggressive with her, not necessarily physically, but she kind of felt it was getting there, so she shoved him in the face. Jayson then said he regrets calling the cops. And now I think we know why, because Jayson has been arrested, not Lauren. However, it is worth noting that the police officers in Silt who did speak to the press said that the investigation is still going into Lauren's behavior. So they did say it's about to come to an end, but as of this recording, Lauren herself has not been hit with any criminal charges. Now, that may change depending on the results of this investigation. So, Jayson, by the way, let me read this from the Daily Beast here. In addition to the assault, weapons, and obstruction counts, Boebert was also charged with harassment, strikes, shoves, kicks, disorderly conduct, and third-degree trespassing. The records show all are misdemeanors except for trespassing, which is classified as a petty offense. Petty offenses carry up to 10 days jail time, a fine, or both, according to Colorado law. So Jayson got hit with a lot of charges, but a lot of smaller charges. He paid his $2,500 bond and, of course, was immediately released later in the day on Tuesday. So, what does all of this mean? It means, as I said earlier in the week, Lauren Boebert probably just needs to go ahead and resign from Congress, right? I don't think she needs to finish out her term. She sure as hell doesn't need to be running for re-election. She needs to get her life in order. Again, her and Jayson together have 4 children, which, by the way, is actually, according to the records, the same amount of arrests that the two have between each other as well. Actually, I think they have more arrests than 4. So they actually have more combined arrests than they do children, but they still have 4 children. This is an individual who is a lawmaker in the United States. And granted, as I said, at this time, she has not been hit with criminal charges. She has in the past. This is not a role model. This is not an upstanding citizen. This is not the kind of person that we should have in Washington, D.C. And I'm not saying, oh, she's got so much family drama, she shouldn't be allowed to be a lawmaker. What I'm saying is she needs to put the good of her family over her quest for power. Because let's be real here, folks. Lauren Boebert isn't serving in Congress because she wants to make a difference in the world. She got famous several years ago because CNN did a segment about her restaurant where the servers carried guns. She rode that popularity to that House seat, and that popularity quickly eroded. She wanted more popularity. She wanted to be a household name. She doesn't give a damn about doing anything for the people in her district. She voted against the infrastructure package that directly brought money to her district, tried to take credit for it. Biden had to go to her district and call her out for lying to him about it. So no matter how you slice it, Lauren Boebert has been a failure in Congress. She was a failure as a restaurateur. She's failing her children, with whatever arrangement her and Jayson have. This is not safe for those kids. The Republican Party allegedly cares so damn much about kids. Well, Lauren Boebert clearly not doing what she needs to protect her children. Okay? This is a family in shambles. That she needs to be more worried about her personal life and the life of her children than running for re-election in a new district in the hopes that maybe she can convince enough people there to vote for her. I do think these incidents kind of seal the deal for her. I do not think she's going to survive the primary this year, and that's probably for the best for her and her kids. She needs to fix what's happening in her life rather than pretending to fix the problems the country's facing. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.